Hey guys, so today I'm going to show you a really smart way to do some competition research, but basically for free. So if you're watching this video and you're trying to make passive income using Pinterest, then follow along and I'm going to give you a short video on what I do to check on my competition and then copy pretty much their images and their layouts, add my own text, and then rank the pins in a very easy and simple fashion. So this is one of my older accounts that I don't technically use too much, but we can go into it because it's fantastic for kind of demos and showing you all of the insides and outsides of an account that I build from Pinterest. And also, before I go any further, I'm going to set up a community for people to go into all of my strategies and details for Pinterest using all of my AI tools that I use and going through case studies that I'm specifically going to put on this community. It's going to be on skool.com. So if you're interested in signing up to that, it's going to be a paid community, but it's not going to be too expensive. Then feel free to add your name and email address in the box below. Use the first link in the description. Let's carry on. So when I'm doing my competition research, the first place I'm going to go to is trends in Pinterest. And then this particular account is a crochet account, okay? So it's usually in crafts, a little bit of DIY, but mainly crochet, which is a really popular niche on Pinterest itself. I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to go to interest on the side here, and I'm going to put in DIY and crafts. And as you can see, it's showing me the growing trends for anything that's kind of related to crafts in the keyword section in the trend section, okay? Now these are the growing trends. We can also do an analysis of seasonal trends, which is pretty cool, and will show you the last 30 days of the trending keywords, which is good, but it also means that you're going to have to know your trends because 30 days isn't enough really for a pin to rank on Pinterest. We're also going to go into yearly trends. Those are pretty cool, as well as monthly trends, okay? So have a quick peek through the filters of the trend section. And as I mentioned, we're doing crafts, specifically crochet, so we're going to pop into some of the crochet trends. We'll type in crochet ideas. And then what I want to do really is check to see what my competition is creating. So we'll find a trending keyword that's happening right now. So let's type in crochet beanie. We'll take off the crochet ideas one. And then we'll type in, let's do balaclava. That seems to be going up. And then we'll do, so I've pulled up a few of these keywords now, and we're going to look at the ones that are ranking relatively close to Q4 in winter because we want to get those ranking ASAP. You can see the blue lines are associated to each keyword, and there's obviously green lines associated to this keyword, etc., etc. Now, I think the purple line for quick things to crochet is pretty cool, but that spiked already at the end of summer, so we're not going to use that one. We'll take it off. I do like the crochet patterns for beginners because it's generally quite evergreen, so I might keep that one on. And I think the cute crochet animals is probably spiked already for the season, so we'll take that one off. I do like the free pattern one, but you can see it's slowly coming down. So we'll use the crochet patterns for beginners. And then what we're going to do is look at our competition, okay? So we're going to click into the bottom here, take a look at our competition. And our main aim is pretty much to copy what's working. So anything in the top 2 or 3 rows that aren't sponsored, and you can tell they're sponsored because they have a sponsor tag on it. Anything that's not sponsored is what we're going to try to mimic, okay? So we'll open up a few of these and we'll pop into a few tools that I'd recommend for you to create these type of images, okay? Now, all in all, creating pins are pretty simple. And if you outsource it, you can save your time. So I'll show you a few tools that I use to create pins and a few that I'd recommend you to use. Now, a lot of these can be used by using Canva. So we'll take a look at Canva quickly. Now, to make it simple, you can just add in Pinterest templates here. Or if you want to be a bit more niche, you can probably add in your keyword and see what comes up. We'll just put in crochet in Pinterest for now. And then we'll see things that are a bit more related to crochet. Of course, whatever your niche is, feel free to add that in. Let's see if we can start with a simple to use Pinterest collage. And this can work pretty fine. Now remember, even though it's not related specifically to our niche, Pinterest works in the same format in terms of the collages you use. So feel free to just use feel free to use this template. You can hit customize, add your images in for whatever your niche is, and of course have your domain at the top, okay? So that's pretty much this one sorted out. And of course you can change the font sizes. It's all free to do as well, so that's super simple. For the ones that are a little bit more graphically pleasing, this one's okay, but I do like this one because it looks quite unique. I'll show you a tool that I use. So Content Goblin is going to create all of your pins for you for extremely cheap. I have lots of different tutorials on how to do that, but for now, this is what I recommend you start for your pin designs because it's super simple to do. There's a link below this video, feel free to sign up, and you can pretty much get your pins created in about 15 to 20 seconds per pin. So definitely check it out because that's what I use. But more importantly, I just want to show you the pin designs that I think is the best ones to use by just typing in a relatively high keyword that's trending so you can see what to do, and then just follow your competition. Okay, so go in, check the first 2 to 3 rows in Pinterest, and if you've seen similar designs, like for example, that's definitely done with Content Goblin, and so is probably this one right here that we saw initially. These can be done using Canva. I'd recommend probably splitting half of your pins that you do for the week to use Canva in the template and the collage type of design, and then the other half just to use something like Content Goblin, where you can just add the images and the text in. One image, a text with your keyword on, and then add that into your Pinterest queue, and then see which one performs better over the next few weeks. Now remember, in general, creating really good designs is all about testing. So test using Canva, test using Content Goblin, even just test using your own designs, and then see which one wins, and double down on those. And of course, definitely use the Pinterest Trends tool, because this is going to be your key in finding out what is ranking in your niche area and what is not. This is what I use pretty much all the time, and this is 100% free. So as you can see, currently there's doing lots of Thanksgiving, but that has now passed. You can see these spikes down on the keyword themselves. But of course, you can add in any keyword and see what the trends are just by adding it into the top here. And then it's going to give you a drop down of all the other keywords that are related, okay? Hopefully that's been an insightful video. If you have any questions about pin designs, pin templates, graphics, etc., feel free to add those into the comments, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.